but jam on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, Ole Green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my, strictly for my. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? The warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork. In the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Eluding, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham. able to run him down for a loss of about 20 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And his pass, incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen, his running back that time. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On the ball.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. As Baltimore's offense makes their way back on the field, Charles, wanted to ask you about their running game. I mean, really, the offense has had some issues, but the running game needs to be picked up, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Alex Collins, who had such a big year last season, Buck Allen, both of them trying, but the running game does need to get kick-started. So it's a low-risk trade for Ty Montgomery getting it from Green Bay. I think what they get him for a 27th round pick. But he has experience running the football.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Jackson for the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Max Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philly's offense getting the ball again here in just a second. But if you look at the NFC picture as a whole, a lot of talk, understandably so, about the Rams and the Saints, the Panthers even. But what kind of chance do you give the Eagles of getting back to the Super Bowl?
I give them a good chance because Carson Wentz continues to get better coming back from the knee injury. They made the deal to get Golden Tate, which gives them another weapon at receiver, and that's starting to get better for them. Zach Ertz has been tremendous at tight end. They need to get healthier in the offensive line, get that back intact, and that defense can be very, very good, especially Fletcher Cox wrecking things from his defensive tackle position.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run with Clement, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he connects with Ertz. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Golden Tate, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore Ravens coming back out here on offense. Charles, a franchise that hasn't made the playoffs since 2014, and the way the middle part of this year has gone, it doesn't look like 2018 is going to stem that tide, does it? It doesn't appear that way. They still have a chance if they can get hot, of course, but you're exactly right. Remember, as you mentioned, they haven't gotten to the playoffs since 2014. 4 out of the last 5 years they've missed the playoffs, which is so unusual for Baltimore and their organization. And just think of it this way. The general manager is going to retire at the end of this year. New general manager will take his place. He'll have a big decision to make about head coach John Harbaugh. At that point, does he continue forward leading this team? Yeah, the 56-year-old Harbaugh, he's been the head man in Baltimore since 2008. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, Week 12 in the NFL, also Thanksgiving week, and 3 games on Thanksgiving. We know about Chicago and Detroit, Washington, and Dallas. Don't forget about the third and final game on Turkey Day, just as the early Black Friday shoppers are lining up. Atlanta and New Orleans.